Every organization starts with a goal, a single purpose that defines the work, aspirations, and direction of the group. 20 years ago, the Georgia Municipal Association established the Georgia Cities Foundation to help Georgia cities revitalize their downtown areas. The impact the foundation has had in the past 2 decades is impressive, and the group's work can be seen in downtowns throughout the state, in cities both large and small.
I think the greatest accomplishment of the foundation over the last 20 years is, first, it brought attention to the need for revitalization of our Georgia downtowns. Secondly, it drove the issue of how do we do this in some of the cities. The cities got on board and decided this was an economic driver that they had to pay attention to.
Using a $9 million challenge grant from the Robert W. Woodruff Foundation, the newly formed foundation established a revolving loan fund program for downtown projects. To date, the foundation's lending programs have provided 160 low-interest loans for downtown projects in 59 cities across the state of Georgia. Funding for these projects has been provided by the Woodruff Foundation and other partners, including the Callaway Foundation, the Georgia Power Foundation, the Peyton Anderson Foundation, the Curbo Charitable Foundation, and others. In many projects, the foundation has partnered with the Georgia Department of Community Affairs to jointly provide needed gap financing and subordinate debt behind a local bank.
The foundation's loan program has greatly benefited entrepreneurs and developers with a wonderful below market interest rate and access to capital, which is always top of the list for any project success.
In 2010, the foundation separated from GMA so it could receive designation as a Community Development Financial Institution by the U.S. Department of the Treasury CDFI fund. To date, the foundation's lending programs have provided more than $27 million in low-interest loans, helping to create 280 new downtown businesses, 1,600 jobs, 288 housing units, 157 lodging accommodations, and 12 million square feet of redeveloped retail and business space while leveraging more than $135 million in private investment.
As a founding board member, it's really gratifying to look back over the last 20 years and see projects and loans that we've made, whether they're retail, housing, or restaurants, and know that those loans played a key role in the transformation of these individual cities.
The results of the foundation's loan program are significant, but the real measure of the organization's impact can only be understood through the testimonials of its borrowers, many of whom said their projects would have never gotten off the ground without the foundation's involvement.
In working with our Downtown Development Authority, we got introduced to the Georgia Cities Foundation, and they helped us kind of understand the nuances of renovation and also what would be the ideal businesses to be in each location. So in working with them, we built a business plan and a pro forma.
Since we started our project, there have been a few other projects that have gone on in town thanks to the city's foundation. So Monroe is in a bit of a renaissance right now with everybody coming in and pitching in and working on some of these beautiful historic buildings and bringing in new businesses and really contributing to the vibe that's going on in the town now.
While new businesses and buildings are one thing, in order to make a truly lasting impact and transform and revitalize a downtown, a community needs a plan. Through the Georgia Downtown Renaissance Partnership, the foundation has partnered with GMA and the University of Georgia to develop several programs to assist cities with downtown strategic visioning, planning, design, and technical services. The Renaissance Strategic Visioning and Planning Program, or RSVP, is designed to help cities create an initial vision and short-term work program for their downtown areas. Additionally, the Renaissance Fellows Program assigns a landscape architecture student for the University of Georgia to provide technical and design services to a participating city over the summer.
For us in Lilburn, we are at a point in the life of our city where our downtown is just ready to explode. We've got lots of exciting development projects that are happening, but we also see just the real opportunity to define our downtown and to really bring a level of identity and a level of just vision for the future.
The Placemaking Collaborative helps cities develop or restore prosperity to participating communities by using their local assets to create appealing and unique places where people want to live, work, play, and learn. The collaborative also works to help communities develop long-term local partnerships to improve economic and quality of life issues.
To be successful, whether a business or a downtown or a city, you must first have a plan. And plans evolve from dreams and visions and aspirations. And when we as an association invest in placemaking and invest in other collaborations that are necessary in a community to create success, we help those cities create an environment in their downtown so that private businesses and others are willing to invest and help prosper that community.
With the help of the Foundation, countless Georgia downtowns have been revitalized in the past 2 decades, often breathing new life into cities.
To me, the most important thing over the next few years for the Foundation is to continue to be creative and developing new programs, new initiatives that help downtown revitalization in cities of different sizes with different needs throughout Georgia.
I agree. I think the success to date really is giving us direction for the future. We know to ensure everyone's success, they need additional tools, and we keep adding to that toolbox in a way that I think helps cities greatly.
Going forward, the Foundation will continue to work with city officials, downtown developers, local banks, and others to develop, enrich, and revitalize downtowns and the communities surrounding them.